Comics Plus, what is up? My name is Akasan.
What's up, Super Cruise? DC-san.
And we're back. After a long delay, my apologies about that. Actually, the only people that really would see this delay, feels this delay, is going to be the Patreon people. So my apologies about that. It's been about 2 weeks and a half now.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. The YouTube
but also,
people...
thank you for continuing to support.
Right. The YouTube people would have felt the delay in episode 4. No, 5. The 5 to 6, they would have felt it. Patreon feels it from 6 to 7. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's but we we all talked and we just felt like it would be the best if we do it either the 3 of us or the 2 of us.
Yeah.
But by solo, no, it would not. It just wouldn't be the same, man. It wouldn't be the same, and I'm barely paying attention. That's why I take notes. That's why I take notes. Oh shit! But that actually makes sense. We're actually wrapping this season up.
Finally.
Is it fun? No, it's only.
No, I say finally because we've had a bit of a break.
Right.
And I'm like, how many episodes are left? Because I want to see where the story is going to end. I know there's several seasons, but I want to see where this season ends to potentially go to something else. Just because I want some story threads to actually come to a close.
But that also makes me question what I should do today in terms of that season finale.
Oh, well, the season finale, I would say, wait till we have Terry here also.
Right.
Because we started and ended with the 3 of us.
That's a good question. That's a good point.
And I'm sure
but I just don't want any more.
Patreon
Would
fans
appreciate
would appreciate
it. That's
also.
a good point. You know what?
Gotta do it for the fans.
For the fans, man. Gotta do it for the culture.
For the fans.
He did it for the culture.
Yeah, so I basically designed a skull, had it 3D printed, and I'm painting it up now. So the idea was to have it hand painted or whatever by the finale. So I've got some time.
I think that's a good idea because originally my idea was that we were going to go.
We got Halloween coming up too.
We were going to rent out. I wanted to rent out a nice place by the ocean, Onjuku. You know that one apartment or that one hotel with you can actually see the ocean.
See the ocean.
The weather's been fucking terrible, guys.
Weather has been horrible. What within the last week we've had thunderstorms, with no typhoons. We
were like Captain fucking Bane and shit. Or not Bane, the other one.
I'll send you a clip later. But was basically just walking from my office, and I kid you not, it was like they were filming Stranger Things like 10 blocks from where we are because red lightning going everywhere, black sky, no sound. It was like, okay, so is there a flare coming up?
Yeah. It's been pretty bad out here, guys. So sorry about all that. Japan summers is legit like we're in an episode of Black Sails or something.
Right.
It is just wet all the time.
It is.
And not in a good way. And
for those of you that are stateside, obviously, like
in
Florida and things of that nature, hope you all are doing all right and haven't had too hard of a time. And for those that have had a hard time, I hope you pull through.
Let's talk about episode 6 here. The last episode. So
I was like, what happened?
Previously on Black Sails, Captain Lily White had to make her decision about Flint. That was not Flint, Vane. She had to finally make her decision about that to get everybody on board. Yeah. And then the biggest problem she was having was the fact that Captain Vane's dedicated men. Yeah. Were like, we've been fucking, torturing Max,
beating and raping Max, and which still
was bothering her from the beginning. But then Littlefinger, which I believe Jack.
Yeah, it's funny you call him Littlefinger. It's like, oh, okay,
dude's Littlefinger, man, to me. But Jack, Max, and essentially, or actually Bonnie. Her name is Anne Bonnie. Bonnie Anne. She tricks Vane's men and murders all of them, basically.
Yeah, made me happy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm happy because it's something, not so much that they need to be murdered per se, but I think those characters and what had been going on needed to eventually come to a close before the end of the season.
Yeah, story-wise. And it also shows that there's a bit of a... you made a really good point about the fact that with Max, she was freed, but when she was released, the scenic shot was very nice, very similar to like Elsa in the beginning of Frozen. She's back home, but she's in she went from one prison
to another.
That,
and it shows like the way they shot that, her sitting down, having her reflection on the opposite side, and basically being a broken reflection of herself.
And lastly, well, in terms of Vane's side of things, and Bonnie was just saying, like, you know, he's not coming back. Like, he ain't coming back. He met up with Old Man Kratos or something like that.
I'm looking at it like, kind of like Titans, because there's no phone.
Okay.
So you had Grayson.
Right.
Call Wayne to ask for advice. Vane went through some stuff.
I figured
realized he couldn't handle it, so I guess he's going to Senior Kratos to
I figured it was
advice.
some sort of like mentor or somebody from his past. Crew. Oh,
that would be kind of interesting.
Maybe
because he doesn't have a boat. He doesn't have a ship anymore.
That's true.
He technically doesn't have a crew. He had like a handful of people that were still following, but that was about it. So maybe he went for a power play. Right. Find a new crew, get some help and some advice, and come back with them.
Right. And where's everybody? Some of them went overboard.
That's right. That's right. Dick on went overboard. Billy. Yeah.
There you go.
Billy boy.
Billy.
Billy went overboard.
He ain't dead though.
And no. Because they were being chased by another ship.
Right. The admirals. I think
he got picked up by. I don't know why. I feel he got picked up by that ship. He probably got
snatched up. Yeah.
And what's going to happen? They're going to try and turn him.
Okay.
Because he's already borderline.
Right. He was
It would make an interesting dynamic twist.
All right. Well, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Full reaction on Patreon. It definitely helps out, especially with the upcoming New York Comic-Con. By the time this airs, we'll be moments away from boarding the plane and going to New York Comic-Con. So if you guys are in the New York area, please come on by and say hello.
What's that?
Yeah, let's zap. And please check out the Patreon, as it really does help support what we do every day. Without further ado, let's get into that classic theme song. Your latest reaction to the latest episode of Black Sails, Season 1, Episode 7, starts now.
The consortium wasn't founded easily. It required the assistance of a few other parties. Among them, indispensably, was Mr. Silver.
Is that so?
I tell you this because I imagine you might still hold some resentment toward him.
Don't
if Mr. Silver doesn't return from the Urca, you and I may find ourselves with problems of our own.
Oh, shit.
He's like, I have to go back to the Urca?
It's gone limp again.
That...
Really? I hadn't noticed.
Wow. Woo! Brings back some memories.
But at the moment, I happen to have quite a lot on my mind. Ship purloined, captain and crew a distant memory. No prospects at all.
I kid you not. No problem separating that.
Miracle of economics seems incapable of turning.
Congratulations.
Figure it out.
That.
Don't you dare leave me here.
At first I thought they censored out his dick, but nope, it's just that limp.
Nope.
Wow.
You know, it's been my experience. Setbacks such as these, they often go hand in hand with new and unexpected.
Hit him with the crutch.
He's a thief.
I would.
He thought I was asleep at Miss Guthrie's tavern.
Oh, shit.
I heard him talking. Wasn't Singleton stole the page. It was him.
All due respect, but he spent the last 2 days beneath a rather heavy cloud of opiates. Doesn't know what he heard.
Oh, shit. You know the Colonel from Kentucky Fried Chicken shot a dude one time?
I heard something like that, but
thought came to me.
We shall now commence our inaugural meeting of the Guthrie, Fraser, Naft, Lawrence Consortium for the purposes of shipping and trade in the West Indies. Excelsior.
Just call it Shield.
I told him to get the fuck out, but he wouldn't go.
He who?
Oh, shit.
oh wow.
He's back.
Oops. Because he sided with her dad?
Right.
Where else would I go? I belong to you. Chattel property of the Guthrie estate.
Wow. Damn.
I must ask a favor of you.
Release me.
That would be nice.
Free the genie.
He needs her to help the people they released. Give them jobs.
Maybe. Oh boy. Oh, they got the same
scar.
Yeah. Alright.
Each man gets a share. Plus 1 share to you in tribute for every 6 men. That's a sizable piece of a fucking fortune. And all you need to do is give them your leave.
Oh, that looks real good, man. Huh.
How did you know to seek me out?
I was high as fuck, bro. That's how you...
What happened to Billy, Captain?
He fell. Why, what he's saying happened.
Billy wasn't expendable to me.
Oh.
He was a son.
Oh.
Oh, damn.
That's fucked up.
Then perhaps you should have acted like a better father to
Ooh.
What the fuck did you just say? You
Right?
let his suspicions run rampant. Perhaps if you helped him understand.
Wow.
Damn.
He'd still be here right now.
Alright, Mysterio. Shit, man.
Damn. Deep and very assholery.
Everyone's lied to for their own good. Every mother who tells their child that everything will be all right. Every soldier who's told by his commander that courage will see them through. Every subject who's told by his king.
Right. Is that how you see yourself?
Is that what you are supposed to do?
Yeah.
The sovereign. I'm gonna deliver them out. I'm gonna deliver them into something better.
Damn. Great aspirations.
Yeah.
But let's not forget that he also has to worry about the Billy's the letter.
Are you suggesting we keep this secret?
Yep.
Yeah.
Lie to the crew. There's still Randall to contend with.
They gonna kill Randall for telling the truth.
Are you suggesting there's some way to guarantee his silence?
I can think of one way.
Fuck.
So instead of killing him,
Fuck
take
no.
they've done worse for less.
You were one of ours. You were just a boy yourself.
Ah.
So you do know he is.
Damn. Okay. Who is this guy? He is a big dude.
He's big.
Right? Like you said, he makes him look small.
Yeah. He make a cool looking Lobo.
Yeah.
I'm Charles Vane. And you were a strong crew once.
Deathstroke.
Proper pirates. Feared, as you should have been, before he dragged you away from the sea.
Whoa, is he about to turn everybody over?
I think he's trying to.
Follow me, and I will show you what life is.
Oh!
Oh.
Be careful.
Oh.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, he got him in the eye, though. Oh, no, not the bear hug. Yeah, you best go for the eyes, man. You better get a gun.
Yeah. Better grab yourself a giant stone.
Right? Shit. You better get all those black kids. Oh, shit.
Damn.
He's making it happen, though. Oh!
I'm proud of you.
Whoa! I hate to see what it'd be if he wasn't. Wait, what? Did they just strip his ass? Wait, no, that's not.
They stripped him and buried him alive.
That's him? Oh shit!
What's left of him?
Oh boy.
You have exactly 5 minutes to commit it to memory. Just maybe he can be convinced to keep your secret for the sake of the Urkel.
Right.
Mr. de Groot doesn't believe that he can trust
I'd be
the
studying
information
hard.
inside your head. Certainly not enough to risk his own life, not to mention committing poor Randall to an early
Right.
grave.
Damn.
He says if he's to go down that road, he needs certainty.
So they're gonna kill Randall instead.
I hope not. That just sucks. Dude lost his leg, cooks for all them bastards. Now they want to kill him?
He had the best pig too. Didn't give you diarrhea.
She said she would take it under advisement. I warned you this place would not be any different.
Right? We need to go to Wakanda.
You know I would never intentionally put you in any kind of danger.
What was your intent?
Really?
What was it?
Right?
I sent that letter to show you that you're wrong.
What?
There is a life in Boston. And it requires no war, no blood, and no sacrifice.
It requires an intolerable sacrifice.
To accept a pardon.
To apologize. The moment I sign that pardon, the moment I ask for one, I proclaim to the world that they were right. This ends when I grant them my forgiveness. Not the other way around.
If he were here, he'd agree with me.
Son.
Has he? Remember she was married?
Right.
But it wasn't him?
Right.
Right? That's
Right.
right. Yeah.
I thought
They weren't married, right? Or were they married?
No.
And he had a
She was
name.
married. Yeah. Alright.
What if there was a way neither of us had to die today? I promise to look after you day and night and give my personal guarantee should anything happen, it comes out of my share. What can I say, Randall? I'm not a joiner. I never have been. But I'm willing to do it now.
Yeah. Going for the Hail Mary.
You're a thief.
Ah.
I understand. You're a thief.
Oh boy.
Randall's smart.
You're a thief.
He's funny.
What the hell is going on here? If you intend to accuse Mr. Silver before the crew, you do so without a witness.
Okay.
Lucky.
Okay.
You're a thief.
You're a thief.
You're a thief.
The able-bodied males will be taken onto the Black Hind under Captain Lawrence to
Oh.
fill a recent rash of desertions. 6 women remained thereafter, for whom I was able to scrounge together enough money to cover their cost.
Oh, okay.
They'll be offered a wage in my employ.
That's cool.
There's the catch.
Thank you.
If you're to stay with me, I need to know that I can trust you.
Eleanor, Captain Onigold has extended me an offer to join his crew.
Oh boy.
As long as you insist on pursuing this course with Captain Flint,
Ah.
I've always attempted to interfere.
Wow.
Please get up.
Wow. She gets emotional real quick though.
Do you think it's overdone?
Yeah. Goddamn.
Who paid you those coins? It was Captain Hallindale I saw leaving your room, was it not? A man whose sole desire is to be swaddled in canvas while he sucks on a fat, milkless breast like a nursing child. And the price we have always charged for mothering is 20 pieces.
Yeah.
All Captain Hallindale had time for today was a tug.
Oh!
Will his story hold when I ask him to confirm it?
I swear, the body and blood of our Lord Jesus Christ, this will never happen again.
For your sake, it had better not.
Yeah, because she was already told that.
Right, but now she's the snitch though. Now everybody's like,
no. She's management material.
Get your fucking house in order.
damn. This dude, she should just be running the place like you said.
She should. Unfortunately. I want her to get the fuck out of
I
there.
mean, how did he know, you know?
Yeah. Really?
How would he know what the rates were? They just took that shit over. Unless they...
That, and he could look at what was done before.
We're not crazy, you and I, to put ourselves through all of this. And the outcome's so uncertain.
The outcome is only uncertain for those who disbelieve.
There you go. That's a very...
I believe in this place.
Okay.
And I believe if there's anyone who can do what's necessary to make it something better, it's you.
Please don't kiss her. I hate when that shit happens, man. Like, I hate when that shit...
I don't think it'll happen.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
oh,
kiss her on the
okay.
forehead.
Oh, good. That's fine.
Yeah, but she wants to.
Which is interesting, huh? Right?
Well, it makes sense. She doesn't have anybody.
She wants to
alienated
feel,
herself from
wants to feel
everybody.
something, and
Yeah.
you know, men like that are very attractive.
Vane is gone.
Right.
He's the only one that's available that she feels she can trust because she's already in cahoots with him anyway.
The lying, we could forgive. Singleton, we could forgive. We could forgive all of it. Not Billy. That requires an answer. But once we have the money, Flint dies.
Wow.
Wow.
No argument.
Well, Billy's definitely coming back then.
Yeah. He's been mentioned too many times.
Yeah. Wow, that was well done.
I like the back design of the one on the left. Color
Got a
is
nice
the back
ass.
design. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Oh. After credits. Teaser. Nick Fury about to show? Oh, that's right.
What is that?
No, remember that dude was Vane. Probably.
Oh, okay.
Are you serious? This dude's coming back from the fucking dead?
He's Batman. Someone gave him keys.
No, he about to pull a Thriller and shit and be like, Jesus Christ. Oh! This nigga, holy shit! What the fuck? Butt-ass naked too! He didn't even try to find a proper weapon!
Yes. Damn.
He looks a little excited.
Yeah.
Bow to your new albino god. Holy shit. Wow. Okay.
Didn't see that coming.
I don't think anybody did. Captain Bane. Alright, guys.
That was good.
That was good. There you have it. That was the latest episode of Black Cells. That was episode 7. The next one will be the season finale. Which, yeah, we definitely gotta get Trigger Terry to come back on that. There was one. Yes, we need his perspective.
Yes.
There was one thing I wanted to.
Quaker moving pictures. Sorry.
What? Okay.
And
Quaker?
Quaker moving pictures. It was just it's
like a double meaning.
Oh, Quaker. It's just funny because it's the time period of the show.
Right. Quakes. So there was one thing I was going to mention. We were talking about it. It's kind of on a side note. So if you haven't really, if you don't watch the the Titans together reactions. We were just kind of talking about how the pacing of Titans and editing and segue. We thought it was a little dry at some points, but there was something I was going to point out just that on a side note that I noticed is that Black Cells actually does a really good job of pacing and editing is much stronger, and that I think that has a lot to do with camera direction, set location, the way you have characters move a certain sort of style. There's minor things, and you know this as well, there's minor details in sound editing where you see another scene, the audio comes in before the actual scene.
Yeah.
And I think Black Cells does that really well.
Even with this ending.
Right.
That was just wonderful because the first thing we hear sounds like dirt.
Right.
Like little dirt. Like,
right.
What? And it makes perfect sense when they open the scene up. I like the way they brought us into that because watching it, most people's reaction is like, oh, okay, end of the episode. Until you hear that sound.
And a good point, and then on top of that, is a good thing is they didn't drag out the inevitable of we saw him like fingers a little bit.
Yeah.
But it didn't really.
But it didn't feel like
he didn't like. He
here's
didn't
2 minutes of
right
doing this.
Exactly, or like wiggle your big toe and shit. Or it wasn't like zombie type shit like like that.
Which is funny because physically that doesn't make sense because you'd have to move dirt and keep the dirt out the way in order to do that.
Right.
So the dirt would have to have space.
Right. Now the only other thing I would imagine is that since it's kind of fresh dirt, and it was
it's not packed in.
Right.
No. I don't have a problem with this scene, but I mean like with the zombie stuff, it's a little overkill.
Right.
Because by that time the dirt's been packed on pretty hard.
Well, if Jason Todd can do it.
Yeah.
Or what's her name? Kill Bill, actually. I think that's Wasn't that the one in Kill Bill?
Uma Thurman?
Yeah, wasn't she the one that was buried in the coffin? The one where and there was a flashlight, and then it was like, yeah, I think it was like,
yeah.
like just forcible punches, and then she was just walking down the street,
and she's all
yeah.
She straight up did a Batman because he's like, I don't have anything but keys. I'm getting out of here.
Right. But she actually just did it with her
bare hand.
Yeah,
1-inch punch.
Right. But the thing I was gonna say was, no, what I liked about it was they didn't waste any time with it. It was like, look, we saw a little bit of finger movement, and next thing we knew, that dude got fucking stabbed in the back.
Yeah.
That was it.
I'm glad that they didn't do an alternative where he walks up, goes to say a few things, and gives the guy a chance to put him down. It's like, you had your chance, you didn't kill me then.
Right.
If that's what you're gonna do, yeah, you gotta go.
Right.
And just does him in.
Though I would like to have known a little bit more, like, what was the deal with that dude? Like, he obviously wasn't the first...
A slave runner.
Right, but he wasn't the first guy, though.
If that was his dad.
Because
Like,
he was
like he spawned him, but had little to no attachment to him. And that's what, well, who are you? Now, that could be, you know, double meaning. Like, you went through all this, you left, you came back. Who are you now? As opposed to who were you when you left.
Right, because he did, like, you know, when he beat him down and shit, he said, I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of you. So that's why I'm like,
right,
his
what?
dad?
Yeah, you're right. That was weird.
It's just creepy.
You're a thief.
Yeah, that was actually kind of funny. I like it because Reynolds playing, or it seems like he's playing that role where, is he crazy? Or is he actually really smart?
As we were saying, like Master Pycelle, right? Yeah.
And right there on that borderline, because the way he described him, like, wow, that could go so many ways. And then Randall breaks wind to confuse him.
Right. That was the best way to get around it, yeah.
Because him smiling would have been a nice payoff, but at the same time, keep the audience guessing.
Right. I mean, and it makes sense, like, why he would fake it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, he's
He
like,
doesn't have
I'm not trying to be the dude out there. I'm just trying to be the cook, and that's that, you know?
Yeah, because, I mean, you're looking at this like, okay, he's one of the older people that's on the ship. If he's on land, he has nothing to do skill-wise. If he's on the ship, he can always go and see wherever outside the island, and he's guaranteed food, guaranteed bed, guaranteed money.
Right. No, sorry, I thought it was an earthquake. That was weird. No, it's not an earthquake.
Oh, okay.
I just checked my sensor.
So, you know, realistically, yeah, he's even if he's not playing the part, he's smart enough to play the cards that he has.
Right. What's up with Miss Guthrie and Guthrie and Flynn? Like,
I think that the two of them are very much one and the same in the fact that they try to use the power that they have to manipulate people into getting what they want.
Right.
And
like
60% of the time it backfires.
How did she think that was gonna, like, help him? Like, legit, like...
Oh, you mean like
that letter?
Actually, the letter? So not Guthrie.
No, sorry, not Guthrie. Miss Gutenberg or whatever.
Guthrie is the one that's running the island. Starts with a B.
Beatrice or something.
I want
like
to say
that.
it's a B.
Booty.
But
Nice booty.
the lady from across the way.
Right.
Because she felt like if she wrote that letter and let people, at least the people that should see the letter, see it, it's like, oh, actually he's remorseful. He realizes the error of his ways. Maybe he can get out of this life because he was kind of forced into it. You know, all he has to do is say sorry for it, sign the pardon. No one's the wiser. She thought it would help because she wants to get out of it.
Right. She wants to go to Boston.
Because they've been there for so long.
Right.
They are a set.
Right.
So it's like you have to.
They're kind of stuck with each other and everything. Yeah.
So it's like even when he says "my sweet," the way he said it, they have a connection. They have a connection, somewhat condescending, but they have a connection. But he's not hers. She's not his, like in a marriage kind of thing.
Right.
It's like more of a pact.
Right.
So he's like, you don't realize what you've done. You put me in the middle of a precarious situation.
Right.
Which could end in me losing my life.
Yep.
I.e. you as well.
And it was almost at that point, but what was very interesting about that was the fact that a lot of them actually know the truth, like what actually really went down.
Know the truth, or
but they don't care.
Or a portion of the truth.
Right, they know a portion of the truth, but they're all about getting that money anyways.
Yeah,
so
so like, hey, as soon as we get it, he can go. We don't need.
But the only honor among the thieves was really the Brotherhood, and that's Billy. That's the one thing they're like, yeah, we gonna fucking get this.
Yeah, because Billy was the one that they could rely on because he was always, or seemed to be always upfront and honest with everybody.
Right.
Even if people didn't want to hear it.
Right.
So he was kind of like the moral compass from the ship. That's now gone.
Well, I definitely think Billy's. Max.
I think Max is gonna vie for position in charge.
She's gonna run that Waffle House.
If she's not gonna run it, she's going to run the person that's running.
Right, which is actually kind of interesting because that would kind of lead them somewhat almost full circle to them working together again. Because the beginning of the first episode, or the end of the first episode, they were working together in some form or fashion. But so here we go again.
Jack was in the position of power, so to speak. And
now it's opposite way around.
Opposite, which would make me happy because I think that gives her character a chance to decide what she wants without being forced into those things.
On top of that, it'll be interesting to see where Bonnie plays a role in.
Right in the middle.
Right? I think that's exactly. Well, no, because that's what I'm saying. It's like there's already
Bonnie and Max. Yeah, okay.
No,
Bonnie, because of Max and Guthrie were together, it didn't work out, and that would be a really good way to rub salt into wound to Guthrie because she didn't stand up for it.
Well, no, I was just saying that just the fact that in the beginning Jack couldn't get hard and shit. So I don't
get that. Jack's got issues. But
we already talked about this. I get it though. I totally get it.
I get it, and then I don't. He has a partner that's, whether she's in love with him or not, they're together. They've been doing that for a while. And I'm like,
all the more reason you would be into it.
I don't know. I'm like this. If I'm in a relationship with someone and I've been with them for a while and things are good, why wouldn't I?
Maybe things
because they know what you like.
But that's the thing. Maybe things aren't as good.
Well, that's because he's thinking about money and this and this. Who doesn't think about those things?
But that's my point. If she was that good, maybe you would Maybe there would. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So basically, you're saying it's not so much of a sexual thing; it's more of a chemistry thing.
I think
like the two of them, the chemistry, something is missing.
Right, or
like
a bit of both. Yeah. I mean, with every relationship, it's a thing
there's
like
something.
If I love pizza, but if I eat pizza every goddamn day, it's not gonna taste as good as pizza.
Okay,
you know? So the longer things last, it's so funny. Here we go again. But
that makes sense.
The longer a relationship is, you can get more. There's many times.
You gotta spice things up now.
Yeah, but some people aren't capable of that because they're kind of a one-trick pony, so to speak.
Yeah, one dimension. All right.
That's the question of the video, folks. Are you like our boy Jack? No, not that. Do you get distracted?
Okay.
Does your daily life get in the
way of you performing?
I'm telling you, even in what wasn't in Titans the first season, Hawk was having problems satisfying. That girl is fucking fine.
Yeah, but he was also somewhat hooked on substance, so it's a little different. Jack ain't hooked on substance.
He might be.
Maybe, or we could say, if you want to be metaphorical, his substance is money and people thinking that he's intelligent.
Okay. Hawk was stressed as well. And then I was watching the same thing with Naked Director. All I'm saying,
be that stressed out with me.
All I'm saying, I'm not speaking well, maybe. All I'm saying, there's many instances where a man can get very distracted by other things. We saw that with Flynn. We saw that with Jack.
I think with Flint, it's more of he's thinking about another person as opposed to something else. I don't know. It just seems too.
I can see that.
Too flat.
I can see that.
So I feel like he's thinking about another person as opposed to Jack's situation where he's thinking about compensation, how to get power and things of that nature.
Ironically, it's sometimes thinking about another person that gets you back in the mood. Akasan advice. Anyway.
What did you like the most about the episode? Or did you have any favorite scenes of this episode?
I guess when Flint was talking about the whole deal with the pardon from England, he was like, "Fuck that shit, man."
Yeah, he's like, apologize to me.
Right, exactly. I was like, that was a very Heisenberg-ish moment. Like,
yeah,
you think I'm in danger? I am the danger. Yeah. Like that was a good little scene right there. That was a good little scene there. I did like that, and I do like the fact that the biggest thing is like the crew. They're like, the dude's fucking full of shit, but we gotta get this money, son. Yeah, we gotta get this money.
And that tells you just how smart the crew is, even if it's only for a short term. How smart they're, because like it's a means to an end. We know what's going on, but we're gonna play dumb.
Right. And that's politics in general.
Yeah.
You know, we see that every day. Everyday life. Yeah.
World leaders playing dumb in real life.
All right, guys. We will see you next week, or whenever on the next episode for the season finale of Black Sails. And I hope that once we finish that up with Wheels Mad, we'll take a bit of a break, a little bit of a break, so then I can accumulate the rest of it, because I think the next season is the usual 20 or 13, 16. It's much longer. It's not. I'm not sure.
Season 2 is that long? Great.
I'm not
sure. I mean, I'm not complaining, but it's like that's a lot more than I was expecting. You know, there's what, 8 episodes in this one?
Yeah.
8 episodes in season 1, so I'm thinking, okay, season 2.
No,
what,
I
10,
remember
12?
there's no, hold on. Oh, hey, you know what? You might be right then. Actually, no, these are special features. Sorry. What? Huh? They don't really say.
They don't say.
Okay.
It is what it is. It's fine.
Let's look it up. We'll look it up.
No, because I'm afraid if I look it up, then there'll be spoilers.
Right.
I'll be too tempted to scroll down and see what else is going on. I'm not going to check.
That's a good point. But it's 38 episodes, 12 discs. Okay, so it might only be 8 more episodes after that.
Last question for you. Do you have any favorite characters to watch or that you're into in the show? Not really.
Honestly speaking, I'm always going to be honest with you guys. Not really. Like, it's not like there's anybody on screen that...
It's like, oh, I really want to see where their story goes kind of thing? Or you're just more of, let's just see what the initial story goes.
Right, yeah, I'm interested in certain plot points, but it's not like I'm waiting to get to one particular character right now. I did... it's interesting that you say that, because I was actually kind of... They kind of purposely did this. Billy was my guy. Because Billy was playing the everyday man type of guy, or he was playing the vicarious person that you could vibe with. It's like, no, he's trying to be like straight and honorable and all that. Like, that's that. And that was the only person you could really connect to, because Eleanor is like too much, too emotional sometimes. And Max, she was already doing stuff. Like, people don't vicariously live through Max. And
there's just some really rough stuff.
Silver is, he's more of a trickster type of dude, so not everybody would see that.
I mentioned that because for me, Max and Silver, the two characters, I want to see their stories unfold more.
I enjoy it
because of looking at those.
They're playing the game, yeah.
Not just playing the game. Outside of their intelligence or the way they manipulate things. Those two seem to be the two that are behind the 8 ball more than anyone else for me. So I'm like, okay, with Silver, he comes into this, John Silver, so Lon John Silver, all right, cool. Where does his story go?
Right. You want to see
and how is he maneuvering himself into where? So it's like he starts off with next to nothing job-wise. Eventually, he has to become a captain of some sort. I guess.
Unless he's like
and if not, then where does his story lead?
Okay.
Max, because she started off in that place, really horrible situation, nerve-wracked, hated her scenes for what it stood for, but it's also good writing. So because of that, where does she go? And because she's the only female of color that's within the main group that's doing something other than just being in the background.
Right.
So I kind of want to see where those two stories go, because they're almost at the same level.
Right.
So I kind of want to see. Flint, I expect Flint is like the king of this story. Eventually, he's gonna fall.
Okay.
Something's gonna happen. It doesn't have to be death, but he's gonna lose some stuff. It has to happen, just the way it's going, because it's on the cusp of that. Because you can only skate on thin ice for so long before it breaks.
That's interesting.
Eleanor, almost the same thing. She's gonna have a power shift of some sort. And she's gonna have to team up with somebody because she's trying to run it on her own, and she's making the same mistakes Flint's making. The difference being she's not out at sea, because they're almost mirrors of each other. So it's like the mirror characters. You got Silver, Max, Flint, Eleanor.
Right.
Billy, and Eleanor's right-hand man with the helmet. I'm sorry, his hair looks like a helmet.
I just call him Tom.
Those two characters are almost mirrors of each other.
I can see
because
that.
he's the moral compass for Eleanor,
right?
Where Billy was the moral compass for the pirates in general,
right?
And at one point they both left, but one came back. So I'm expecting Billy to come back, or
That's
something dealing with the story to come back.
Nice analysis there.
And that would be interesting.
Though I do see one surprise that we'll probably get is something out of Vane, because I feel like he's really
Hence
like
the reason
right
the team up.
Right.
She needs someone powerful to team up with her that doesn't have anything in the game on the opposite side.
Well, it'll be very interesting what's going to happen when he comes back with his renegade thugs and like.
Oh, they're just going to run stuff,
right? Like
there's going to be
that's going to be wild.
It's going to be like a three-way battle because you have England coming,
right? You
have Vane coming with the new crew. You have Flint with 2 ships, but a split crew because most of them don't trust him.
Right.
So at one point, they're either going to go over there or fight whatever's left. It's like.
I guess the real question is, will everything be wrapped up fairly well in the final episode of the season finale?
I think
all the
main
story arcs.
The main story arc, yes, but it's going to have a cliffhanger.
Okay.
It has to. And then the small side stories, I'd say at least half of them get wrapped up, and the other half are like lingering. Like it could be an ending, but not clear.
Right. All right.
Long explanation, guys. Sorry about that.
We're going to find out on the next episode. Guys, full reaction on Patreon. A lot of this discussion gets cut out throughout the episode.
Yeah.
So shout outs to Nerd Chronic for doing the editing here.
Yes, thank you very much. Check out his Patreon.
Check out his channel.
Yeah, there's a few little things up there. I'm actually working on somewhat of a music video. Nothing where I'm like dancing and nothing like that. It's more like music and some scenery and stuff. But just having some editing issues, so it's taking more time.
We could buy some of those slaves if you need them.
Last thing, they need to free them people. They need to. 1, just tired of seeing slaves. 2, because half of the people that are in that group, their lines actually have a meaning, and I feel like they're being wasted. I know it's going to come up, so eventually they're going to get released and be working one way or another. And that's going to have an effect on power shifts later.
Okay.
Definitely.
Well, I mean, she hired 8 women to work at the 6 women. 6.
But even with that,
they're going to be whores though, right?
I'm hoping not, because that's just horrible.
What are they going to just work the staff? Like
what to work the staff? Because I mean.
Right.
That's not just the brothel. Right. Got restaurants and other stuff.
Eleanor doesn't. She doesn't own the brothel. No. That's right. No. So
which is good.
Probably just the bar.
Yeah. I'm hoping that they do other jobs than working in a brothel, because women can do other things than just that.
Spread their legs.
Yeah. It's just.
Really?
I think it's if that happens to them, it's poor writing.
Okay.
For me.
No. Well, it wouldn't be her decision anyway. So Eleanor.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, you got the farmland and stuff that's on the other side. That's where Flint's girl is. You know, they could get regular work on that side. I don't know. Something more positive.
Picking cotton.
Oh goodness.
Ooh, yeah, Lordy.
I kid you not. By the end of the episode, you singing like that. If there's a scene like that, I'm gonna.
Let me tell you about Captain Flint.
If there's a scene like that anywhere between season finale to the end of this series, I'm gonna take a shot.
Okay, you heard that first. All right, we're gonna have to bring some in, guys. Thank you so much. We're gonna see you next time on the season finale of Black Sails. Peace, y'all.